This game is a classic. Imagine, if you will, a 2D game where you flip gravity to progress through a singular, very open world type level. That's what this is. It doesn't try to be anything that it isn't, and it does its job very well. It has a story for those who want it, which is revealed in snippets across the map by some computers that are just there somehow, and it's a very short and sweet experience. I beat this entire game in just 2 hours in a casual playthrough. Throughout this game, you're constantly introduced to new enemies and mechanics, which will slowly ramp up over time until you keep getting better at them. Like, look at this part. You get introduced to a little line that reverses your gravity. Then you have a simple challenge with it, then something slightly harder, and then you get a vertical version of it, a simple challenge of it, and something slightly harder. This is true for virtually every mechanic and enemy found throughout the game. The different screens also have either seemingly random or obscure references for their names, or sometimes funny jokes like the easy part on a hard part of the level or something. Or even hints like at this part, which says, in a single bound, hinting at the fact that this room can be cleared in a single bounce while holding right. These names are just a super small feature which adds to the overall charm of this game. The only real issue with this game is either that I'm really bad, or that there's a few parts of the game that are weirdly difficult compared to what comes before and after them. Obviously, the final level is more difficult than the rest of the game, but the sections that are the most difficult are the optional collectibles called trinkets. Now, they are optional, so I guess that gives them a little bit of a pass, but please explain why some of them are just like, explore the map and find this. And that there's some of them, like this one here, where you need to abuse respawn mechanics and ignore a ton of checkpoints just to collect it. Or this one, which literally took me 30 minutes of my 2-hour playtime. There's nothing else in this game that's even close to this precise. It literally came out of nowhere, just had this massive build up, and just had me like... Fuck, dude. Damn. God damn it. Finally, dude. Like I said, they are optional and not required, but they are required to unlock the final extra level, so in a way, with how short this game is, it's low-key required. That being said, they didn't really ruin my experience. Overall, the map is super fun to explore, and 90% of the base game is extremely fun to play through. The bonus level, if you get all 20 of the trinkets on the other hand, is just the most annoying part of the final level. The final level has this part called the GraVitational, where you just need to avoid stuff while constantly flipping, which is unlike anything else in the game. By getting all 20 trinkets, you unlock a harder version of this that is simply endless and time. Overall, it was not worth the time spent unlocking it whatsoever, but it was honestly fun finding most of the trinkets, so it still ended up being a good experience overall. Yet again, it is bonus content, and it really isn't required to have the full VVVVV experience, and honestly it had zero impact on how much fun I had with the game. This well-made gameplay with very simple and solid graphics would be enough, but Terry Kavanagh really outdid himself with the soundtrack. I probably would have been a lot more angry about my incompetence at playing this game if it wasn't so goddamn good. This is easily one of the best soundtracks in any indie game, or even gaming in general, especially for its time. I mean, have you been listening to the music in this review? It also has a glowing sad elephant in the corner of the map for some reason that makes you sad if you stay by it, so it clearly is a great game. Overall, this game is very short, but an extremely sweet experience, and the only real issue I have with this game is that there isn't more of it. 4 out of 5.